my name is Tom Sawyer. I don't want to be no doctor or no lawyer. Fishing by the river, that's the only place to be. I want to be free sitting under a tree, that's me. Tom Sawyer, me and Unc Finn just playing by the river, chasing that steamboat teacher, let me be. I wanna be free sitting under a tree. That's me!
Well, we went and did it. Ben and Huck and me ran away last night to become pirates. I felt a little lost waking up on Jackson Island this morning, but I knew we had some great adventures ahead of us, and I was all fired up to get on with it. Huck, get up. Ben? Hey! Wake up!
I need my beauty sleep, Pa.
I'm not your pa, Ben. Wake up. We're gonna be pirates.
What?
Come on, Ben. You can't be a pirate in your sleep. There's treasures right under our feet. I can feel it.
I plumb forgot where I was.
This is the life, eh, fellas?
No more school! Hooray!
Hey!
Take that!
Hey, Tom! Big fan, Ben. What's the matter, chicken?
Hey!
Ready to get your face wet? Hey, wait for us!
I pity all them bookworms.
Me too, but you know, I think some of them actually like all that studying.
Nobody's that dumb.
I'm hungry.
Me too. Why don't you make a fire, Huck, and me and Ben will scare up some fish in the meantime, okay?
I'm all for that.
I'm beginning to appreciate a pirate's life. Uh-oh, I got me a big one. Golly,
Hang on.
must be huge. I'll get him.
Keep the line steady now. You got him. Have it home. Here, must weigh 100 pounds. That's the biggest catfish I've ever seen, Ben, and he's sure giving me some battle.
Just remember, sir, it's me that hooked him. Smells done to me.
I can taste it already.
You're not quite done enough for eating, Tom, but if you can wait a little longer, you won't be disappointed.
Let's have the bacon, too.
Really, Ben? Catfish and bacon? I don't know. That don't sound like a very appetizing combination.
How much time we planning on being here?
Where?
On this island.
Ben, that ain't no way for a pirate to be talking.
What do you mean by that, Tom?
It sounds like you're already homesick for your ma and pa. That's what I'm talking about.
I haven't thunk about it since we come here. What's the matter with you?
You promise?
Swear to God.
Well, then how come you're whimpering so much about how long we're planning on staying here?
Because pirates are supposed to sail ships.
Well, what do you think we went and built that raft for? We just gotta make some minor repairs on it before we set sail on the river. Ain't that right, Huck?
Whatever you say, Tom, you're the captain.
Right.
You're done.
Ah!
Great. Delicious.
What's the next move, Captain Tom?
I'm for doing a little bit of island exploring myself.
Yeah,
You best be careful, Ben. There's rattlers in these parts.
that won't stop me.
Tom, did you ever wonder why no one ever comes here?
No, why?
Why don't you tell us, smart Alec?
I do believe I have.
Maybe it doesn't have to do with snakes. Maybe the place is haunted.
By the pirates, of course.
That's right.
Yeah, by the pirates. Time to explore.
This way, please.
Daddy's gonna buy me a new dress.
Boys and girls, please pay attention. We have been presented with a problem and some questions that need answering. Mr. Rogers, would you care to have me explain?
I'd be much obliged to you.
Done. I'd like to speak about Tom and Ben. I am positive that everybody is by now aware of their absences, and I was also prepared to accept the excuse of their both being ill at the same time. But these kind folk had other information. It would appear that both Tom and Ben disappeared from their very beds in the middle of the night. And children, now please,
Well, what can we do, Mrs. Sawyer?
Please help us if you have any information concerning the whereabouts of my Tom. I'm afraid something terrible has happened.
If anybody knows anything about either of the boys, please help us.
can anyone supply us with the needed information? Don't be bashful, just speak right up.
Please, Joe. You're good friends with Tom and you're best friends with Ben. Do you have any idea where they've gone?
Can you tell us anything about them?
No, sir. I only seen Ben, and that was yesterday late.
You saw my Ben and he didn't say what he was doing?
Well, sir, all that he said is I'm off to do some pirating, Joe.
Pirating?
I said to him that I'd rather be a highway thief, and he got real upset over that, Mr. Rogers.
Pirates, highwaymen, what's the difference?
There's a whole lot of difference between a highwayman and a pirate.
Obviously, Mr. Harper. What did he mean by that pirate remark?
He was just going to go out there and plunder a few ships, you know, that kind of thing.
Thank you. We have a playground for that sort of nonsense. I need to know exactly what this pirating thing means to Ben.
Sir, I only know what being a highwayman is to me.
I'm disappointed with you, Joe, a pirate. A highwayman. You're just filled with fantasies.
Mr. Dobbins, don't be so hard on the boy. Maybe Ben and Tom really had a plan in mind and they asked Joe to come along with them.
Well, maybe so.
Tom's younger brother Sid's been going on about how Tom and that Huck Finn's been hunting for the lost pirate treasure that's supposed to be buried up on Cardiff Hill.
I'm glad you apprised me of that. It's quite obvious that Tom and Ben slipped out of their houses in the middle of the night to go off on some kind of pirate expedition. Mr. Harper mentioned that they had a raft, so the river was obviously...
15 men on a dead man's chest. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Do 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 do. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Oh boy. Oh. Wow.
Sorry.
Many brave hearts lie asleep in the deep, so beware. Uh-oh.
What is
Careful,
he?
it's a snake.
Are you all right?
I'm coming up. Gosh, it's pretty up here.
Look, a ferry boat's leaving St. Petersburg.
That's the Illinois ferry. Goes across the old Missy about 3 times a day. Hard to get to the other side without her.
Hey, why don't we camp here for the night?
Sounds good to me.
Well, what's happening?
Huh? Where?
Huh?
Over there. There's a storm brewing and it's fixing to come our way. We gotta find some shelter real quick.
We better get a move on.
Right.
It'll pass.
I don't know. It's really coming down.
Looks pretty bad to me. I'm going back inside. Maybe we should spend the night here.
I think you got a great idea there, Ben. We can stay high and dry here.
Ha.
Yeah.
Don't forget, I'm the one who found it.
While we was out doing the serious business of being pirates, my Aunt Polly was fit to be tied. By now she probably figured out about the raft, and what with the storm and all of that, she must have been worried sick for our safety.
Mama, don't fret so much. Tom will show up very soon, I'm sure of it.
Believe me, Mary, when he does show up, I'm going to beat that boy within an inch of his very life.
Sugar? Please don't be so hard on him, Mama. By the time he took a break from his pirating and realized what time it was probably too late to come home.
I'll be switched if I'm going to forgive him this time, Mary. A whipping won't be enough.
I feel badly for Tom.
No point to pity the boy, Mary. He made his bed and he'll sleep in it. Oh, Thomas, come back. Please come back home.
Oh, Mama, it's time to start thinking about supper. Mama, it's stopped raining.
To be a steamboat pilot, wouldn't you?
You bet.
Well, I wouldn't. I'd still rather be a pirate than steering some old side-wheeler up the Mississippi.
I'd rather be a steamboat pilot than a pirate any old day, Huck.
Same here.
Well, Ben, don't forget that right now we're still pirates and we have a treasure to find.
We'd better get to fixing our ship then, 'cause pirating don't work so good without a ship. Hey, the raft is missing. I'm sure this is where we left it.
Uh-oh. Must have washed away.
Looks like the river's come up a mite since last night.
Now how are we going to get back to St. Petersburg?
Pirates never go back home.
We got to find a way out, Tom.
We got everything we need right here on this island, Ben.
But we have to go home sometime.
Don't worry. Everything's going to work out.
Tell me how.
Just take my word for it, Ben.
Ben, we came to this island in search of treasure, and believe me, when the time comes, we'll find a way off. Ain't that so, Tom?
That's right. Now, come on, Ben. Let's take the rest of the supplies to the cave.
Officer Collins.
Afternoon, Mary.
I'll fetch Mama. Mama, Officer Collins is here to see you.
I do hope you're bringing us good news about Tom.
Fact is that only a little while ago someone reported to me that after the storm they discovered an empty raft laying up against the riverbank. I reckon it's possible the boys might have used that raft to get to some place they wanted to explore.
It's possible.
Of course, I ain't been up there to confirm my suspicions.
Oh, I wonder if they were running away.
That same thing occurred to Mr. Rogers.
Don't worry yourself none, Officer Collins. My Tom will be coming home before you know it, tripping up the stairs and slipping into his bed while trying to avoid my whip.
I'm sure he will, Miss Polly.
I hope so. I'm much obliged for your visit, Officer Collins. I feel much better knowing the search for Tom is in your hands.
I'll be in touch.
Mama, you're absolutely right. Sure as I'm standing here, Tom will slip into his room tonight and you'll find him in bed in the morning.
I hope you're right, Mary.
I'm sure I'm right.
I feel as free as a bird and as light as a feather. I never thought anything could be so sweet.
Freedom is mighty sweet when you come to think about it.
Yeah. But if you fellas was to live the same way I did, why, you'd be free every day of your lives. You'd be able to fish and swim and sleep when you wanted and even be with your best friends all the time.
I reckon we'll all just stay here forever, right?
We couldn't leave even if we wanted to without the raft.
Tom, we've been around this island from stem to stern, but I'm still not positive how it's laid out.
Well, it's shaped something like this, Huck, long and kind of narrow. I'll draw you a picture. Here, now pay attention. This is the Mississippi. St. Pete's here, and Illinois is here on the other side. Now, Jackson Island's right about here. It's about half a mile from here to St. Petersburg, but it's only a few hundred yards more or less to Illinois. Now, the water's real shallow on the Illinois side of the island, so the steamboats can't get through without dragging bottom.
That means we got a good chance of wading across it.
Yeah, but the current's mighty strong there.
I'm thinking it'd be a lot better if we could swim to St. Pete.
We could if we wanted to.
I'm not a swimmer.
How are you gonna be a pirate if you can't swim?
Shucks, you could teach him how, Tom.
I ain't a magician.
I'm sleepy. I'm hitting the hay.
I'm not feeling that tired.
Me neither. I'll stay up with you. Getting kind of cold. What's wrong? You scared?
I'm not scared. I'm about to freeze to death out here.
I reckon living outdoors takes some getting used to.
What's that you're writing about?
Huh? Nothing.
Ah. Becky. Does that mean Becky Thatcher?
No way.
it's open.
It's a little late for you to be up, isn't it, Becky?
I can't get to sleep. I'm worried about Tom.
Tom can take care of himself.
I know.
Becky, you know that boys will be boys, and that's part of growing up.
I know, Mother, but maybe he's... Mother, I quarreled with Tom.
But Becky, you mustn't be upset. It's not the end of the world.
But maybe Tom ran away because he was upset that we had a quarrel.
Becky, child, I'm sure Tom is quite safe and having the time of his life. Now, why don't you get to bed? He'll probably be at school in the morning.
Mind the store. I'll be right back.
Why, Mr. Rogers, how nice to see you. Won't you come in?
Thank you for the offer, Miss Polly.
Surely.
But it's late, and I'm afraid I brought some bad news.
You don't mean about our boys, do you?
Well, I'm afraid so, Miss Polly. Officer Collins has just found the raft.
The raft?
The one that our boys may have been using. He put some people to searching down along the riverbank, and they came across the raft. It was 4 miles upriver. I guess it must have washed ashore during the storm.
Maybe they made it back before they were caught by the storm.
Nope. I'm afraid not, Miss Polly.
What do you mean by that?
They found something, Mama?
I'm sorry. But the raft was in pieces when they found it.
Miss Polly, I think she's fainted.
Mama?
Aunt Polly. See ya. Mary, good night.
These are the stories of Tom Sawyer. Me and Unc Finn just playing by the river. Chasing that steamboat teacher, let me be. I wanna be free sitting under a tree.